Many years ago, when I started on my journey of financial success, one of the things that I learned was that financial education is a very important part of trying to become financially successful. But what does it actually mean? Well, when I was an employee, I was only concerned with a salary. And so my mindset was, how can I increase my salary? And I really couldn't think beyond that. I later understood that when you go from employment to self-employment, salary is not the primary concern. Even though it is a concern, there are other concerns when it comes to the language of money, like revenue. Because when you go from working for somebody else to working for yourself, your concerns start to change and you start to realize that revenue in business is more important than a salary. Now, when you become a business owner where you've actually got people working for you and you have systems working for you, and you are not the only person that's driving the business, the emphasis again goes from revenue to cash flow. The reason why cash flow becomes important is because you start to understand that you need to make enough money to be able to look after all of your obligations in terms of paying people, investing in the business, as well as taxes and other expenses that you have in the business. Now, once you become a business investor, where you start to look at your business as an independent entity, and you want to start looking at investing resources and money into your business, again, your emphasis shifts from revenue and cash flow to return on investment and return on equity. Now, the language of money is something that has been talked about, but you only start to really understand and appreciate it when you start to evolve through the different stages of employment. Now, it is so important that people start to understand that an income by itself is not sufficient to create wealth in most cases, unless a good proportion of that income is being regularly used to invest in other assets. When you start to evolve towards a business owner or investor level, you start to think differently about money. At this stage, if you're working in traditional employment or just starting to think about making a leap into self-employment, some of these concepts may not be relevant to you at this particular stage. However, it's good to have awareness of these concepts because the language of money does start to change on your journey to financial success.